Aloha and welcome to Story Time with me, Marcus. Okay, today's story is called Cellular Performance. This is based off of a product that I took, and it was claimed to have cellular performance, so I thought, how can I use this product and then turn it into a story? And, I came up with what you're about to hear. All right, let's get started with Cellular Performance. I've got you now, Cell Man. Dr. Nefarious cackles while looking at his nemesis tied to a chair. And while I have you, I have to tell you what a lame name you have. Cell Man? Couldn't you have been a little more creative? And you think you're clever with Dr. Nefarious? Cellman replies. Sure do. And that is why I have you captured. And before you can escape, I am going to stop you once and for all. Robot guards, tear him apart! Looking around the room, except for the chair he was sitting on, there was nothing else. Seeing two large windows, Cellman knows that he can survive leaping out of one. But first, he has to free himself and destroy a few robots while he can. Flexing his mighty muscles, Cellman breaks out of the bands that held him attached to the chair at his wrists and ankles. Punching the first robot in the chest, Cellman watches as it flies backwards, hits the wall, and powers down. Turning his attention to the other robots, Cellman takes a deep breath and dodges a punch that would have knocked him out until next year. Picking up the robot, Cellman hurls it at two approaching robots, then grabs the chair and sprints towards the windows. Ow, now you don't! Dr. Nefarious says, getting down on one knee and aiming his electronic net launching weapon. You're not going to get away this time! Throwing the chair at the window, Cellman leaps out as glass shatters all around him, feeling the air hit his face and the rush as gravity begins to pull him down. Cellman's muscles spasm mid-air as the electric net wraps itself around him. Hitting the ground hard, Cellman finds that he can hardly move without being electrocuted. Seeing a bystander innocently walking by, Cellman calls out and they come rushing over to him. What's your name? My name is... You tell Cellman your name. Okay, I need you to not only help me out, but help out the world! But first, take this! Reaching into his pocket and getting shocked the entire time, Cellman pulls out a little white pouch and tosses it to you. Picking it up, you look at the pouch that has the words Cellular Performance written on it and say, What is this? It's my secret to super strength. It's how I'm able to do the things I do. Looking on the other side, you read, This unit not labeled for retail sale. Knowing that Cellman takes it is good enough for you, ripping open the pouch, you squeeze the contents into your mouth. Tasting the new flavor, you find that it is sweet and you quite enjoy it. It only took a moment before you could feel the effects start to take place. First, you feel your body relax. Then you feel your body become more powerful. Taking a deep breath, you feel like you could take one leap and land on the top of the building. Thinking about trying it, someone bursting out the front doors brings you back to the present moment. You're our only hope, Cellman says and gets electrocuted. You must stop Dr. Nefarious! I've got you now, Cellman, Dr. Nefarious says, walking over to him. Your days of stopping me are over. My days might be, but theirs isn't. Seeing that that's your cue, You charge forward and barrel into Dr. Nefarious. Tackling Dr. Nefarious, you find yourself full of more strength and vitality than you have ever had. Even though Dr. Nefarious puts up a good fight, he is no match for your increased strength. Managing to get your arm around his neck, you choke him out! Pushing Dr. Nefarious off to the side, you stand up and spot a large branch laying on the ground nearby. Picking it up with ease, you manage to remove the electric net from off of Cellman, who stands up and thanks you. Say, that stuff you gave me is pretty neat. Where can I get some more of that? You ask. Normally, I would keep this a secret, but since you stopped Dr. Nefarious, I'll tell you. You can get more at theproductswebsite.com. But make sure to keep it a secret, because if this were to fall into the wrong hands, don't worry, I won't tell a soul. Smiling and once again telling you good job, Cellman turns around and in one leap lands on the roof of the building. Looking at Dr. Nefarious still conked out on the ground, you hope Cellman is coming back to take care of him and you continue on your merry way. The end. Oh, and FYI, the result of using cellular performance in the story may have been exaggerated for dramatic effect. Alright, that's today's story, and thank you for joining me today, or whatever time you join me. I'll see you in the next one. Aloha and goodbye.